Antarctica looks empty. Just ice, snow, and one of the most hostile environments on Earth. But what we see on the surface is only a fraction of what's actually there. Because beneath kilometers of ice, there is another world. Mountains, canyons, rivers, hundreds of hidden lakes, and places no human has ever seen. But the strangest part is, some of them may contain life. Antarctica holds around 90% of the world's ice. In some places, that ice is several kilometers thick, but scientists discovered something unexpected beneath it. Water, and not just small pockets of it. More than 400 subglacial lakes have been identified beneath Antarctica. The most famous is Lake Vostok. It's buried beneath roughly 4 kilometers of ice and is one of the largest subglacial lakes ever discovered. For millions of years, much of this environment has remained isolated beneath the ice. No sunlight, no open atmosphere, no human visitors. Just a giant body of water hidden beneath one of the most inaccessible places on Earth. And Vostok isn't alone. Scientists discovered that some Antarctic lakes are connected. Water can move between them through hidden pathways beneath the ice, which means Antarctica isn't simply frozen. There's an entire water system moving underneath it. But then scientists discovered something even stranger. For years, it seemed almost impossible that much life could survive beneath Antarctic ice. There's no sunlight, very little obvious food, and temperatures hover near freezing. But life keeps appearing where scientists don't expect it. In 2021, researchers drilled through roughly 900 meters of an Antarctic ice shelf. They lowered a camera toward the seafloor. They weren't looking for animals. But then, the camera hit a rock. And when scientists looked closer, they saw something attached to it. Living organisms. Animals apparently surviving in complete darkness beneath hundreds of meters of ice. Far from the open ocean and far from any obvious source of food. Scientists hadn't expected them to be there. And that created a much bigger question. If animals can survive here, what else is down there? Under Antarctica's floating ice shelves is an enormous environment humans have barely explored directly. Imagine an ocean where you look upward, and instead of seeing the surface, you see hundreds of meters of ice. No sunlight, no sky, just darkness stretching for kilometers. And yet life exists. Fish, sponges, sea spiders, microorganisms. Some Antarctic fish even produce natural antifreeze proteins that help keep ice from growing inside their bodies. Life didn't disappear because the environment became extreme. It adapted. And some of those adaptations look almost alien, which leads to an even stranger connection. Not on Earth, but in space. This is Europa, one of Jupiter's moons. Its surface is covered in ice. But beneath that ice, scientists believe there is a vast ocean. Then there's Enceladus, orbiting Saturn, another frozen world that appears to have liquid water beneath its surface. Darkness, ice, an ocean completely separated from sunlight, almost exactly the kind of environment we're trying to understand beneath Antarctica. That's why these Antarctic environments matter so much. If life can survive beneath thick ice on Earth, perhaps similar environments elsewhere aren't as lifeless as they appear. And here's what makes all of this genuinely mysterious. We still can't simply go down there and look around. To reach some environments, scientists have to drill through hundreds or even thousands of meters of ice. Then they lower cameras or robotic vehicles through relatively small openings. Think about what that means. We're trying to understand an enormous hidden world. Through tiny holes in the ice, we've mapped parts of Antarctica using satellites and radar. We've detected hidden lakes. We've found water moving beneath the ice. We've discovered life in places where scientists didn't expect to find it, but enormous areas remain almost completely unexplored. No submarine has traveled through most of them. No camera has recorded them. No human has seen them. So when people imagine some giant unknown creature hiding beneath Antarctica, that's probably not the real mystery. The reality is more interesting. We simply don't know everything that's there. Antarctica looks like a frozen wasteland. But beneath the surface lies an enormous hidden world of water and life. And somewhere beneath kilometers of ice are places on our own planet that no human being has ever seen.